Hola chicos, bienvenidos al canal. Vamos a jugar a Blues and Ballet. Y ya tenemos una pista importante. Vamos a ver quién falsificó los documentos.
You worked as a waiter? I was a chef, and not in any old kitchen, at the maximum security penitentiary on Gore Island. Can't think of a better way to do time. And how do you think I met Alphonse? Playing golf? Alphonse? On the subject of cooking, I know your blueberry pie had an extra something. I still don't know what. Alphonse? So what now? You got a plan? Take a look around, in case there's a rear exit. I'll take the main door. My pleasure.
Tiene pinta de darle caña. Bueno, ya aquí en este tercer episodio, bueno, tercer mi capítulo, del primer episodio del juego, del Blues and Ballet, vamos a ver. Teníamos una misión de rescatar a una chica, una niña, del Capone. Y lo que tratamos ahora es de encontrar una pista. Hemos encontrado una pista que es el nombre de un italiano que se supone se dedica a falsificar documentos. Puede ser que le falsificaran los documentos para poder llevarse a la niña del internado donde estaba metida, ¿vale? Vamos a ver aquí el correo. Sí, Santa Esperanza no es lo que era. Vamos a ver aquí esto que es. Raro que la valla esté rota. Vamos a entrar.
Interesting taste. Been centuries since a gardener visited this house. Maybe Boccherini's business isn't going too well.
Boccherini es nuestro principal sospechoso, quizás no del rapto, pero sí de la participación en la creación de documentos. Y bueno, vamos a ver si está en casa. Vamos a pegar en la puerta. Violento.
Boccherini? Carlo Boccherini?
Nothing of interest out back. Sorry. You better come see this, Mr. Ness.
What is it?
I don't know how to describe it.
¿Qué es lo que están viendo? Una patada y entramos. Madre mía.
Is that our man?
Boccherini.
Boccherini va a ser que no nos va a ayudar.
We have to find out who did this and why. Let's go.
You're the detective, Mr. Ness. Besides, Alphonse will want to see this. I'll be right back.
All right.
Primer sospechoso y está bastante mal.
Maybe the report can shed some light on the motive.
Vale, vamos a resolver el asesinato. Debemos encontrar las partes mutiladas. Una vez que encontremos... ¿Ves? Mirar tablón, Boccherini, un asesinato y mutilación. Encontrando las dos partes completaremos esa rama. De acuerdo. Vamos a ir por aquí a ver si encontramos algo.
The blood comes from the other side of the corridor and ends next to the body. He was attacked in the other room and dragged to the hall.
¿Tengo una pista?
The evidence suggests that the events began in the lounge. How did Boccherini encounter his murderer?
Vamos a ver el tablón. Por lo visto el asesinato de Boccherini. Hubo una mutilación, tenemos que encontrar los trozos. Y luego los hechos parece que empezaron en el salón. Sí, entró por la ventana y ahí hubo un asalto, una pelea. Vamos a seguir investigando.
crushed the table must have been really heavy, or maybe it was thrown extremely hard. Circular dent, as if someone had tried to hammer in a gigantic bolt, around 4 inches in diameter.
Bueno, parece que por aquí, a ver aquí. Uy, hay arañazos en la madera. Me falta uno. Aquí está. Vamos a ver el tablón, nueva pista.
Two pools of blood, one on either side of the dining room table. The trail of blood from the dining room to the hall. A broken table, scratched and covered in blood.
Todavía no puedo colocar las pistas. Bueno, vamos a seguir. Esto es un nuevo para mí, no un reloj.
Did it break during the struggle, or was it already broken?
Pero no sabemos.
What kind of person takes off a wristwatch without unfastening it? Or fastens the strap again after taking it off?
A lo mejor le cortaron la mano.
Blood. Blood everywhere.
Puede que le cortaran la mano y saliera el reloj. No lo sé. Tenemos más pistas.
How did Boccherini encounter his murderer?
Bueno, vamos a seguir. A ver qué más encontramos. La verdad que... Ahora no me apetece beber.
An open bottle of whiskey.
Ya he colocado una. Puede ser que sea el arma, que no está manchada de sangre. Bueno, venga, vamos. Hay como cristales de whisky rotos. A ver. Yo creo que esta va a ser la otra pista del asalto, ¿no?
A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room.
A ver. Y no será mutilación, ¿no? ¿No? Perdón. Vamos a... Ahí.
A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room.
¿Y el reloj?
A blood-stained wristwatch with a glass.
Pues seguimos. Seguimos buscando pistas.
Glass on the floor
Ahí sí.
indicates the window was broken from outside.
Entraron por la ventana, eso está claro. A ver qué hay debajo. Una pistola.
How did it wind up under there?
Está cargada.
Round fired. It must have happened fast.
En el forcejeo posiblemente pues se caería la pistola.
A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. A broken table scratched and A broken table, scratched. 2 pools of blood. Pieces of glass from the window in the hall, found inside
Bueno, el
the house.
asalto...
A
¿Y la pistola también?
fully loaded.
Efectivamente, el asalto lo tenemos resuelto. Diría que Borgerini se encontraba tomando una copa de comedor cuando el asesino entró por la ventana.
But the murderer disarmed him before he could shoot. Where did the torture begin?
¿Dónde empezó la tortura?
A broken table, scratched and covered in blood. 2 pools of blood, one on either side. Blood-stained wristwatch with a glass blood.
Ya lo tenemos completos. Empezó a torturar en la mesa del comedor. Claro, le arrancó las manos y se le cayó el reloj. Linchamiento.
A broken whiskey glass found in the trail of blood from the dining room to the hall.
Me falta una y la mutilación. Vamos a seguir mirando. Si encontramos más pistas.
What is it with Italians and olives? They lap those things up like caviar.
Aceitunas. A ver, ¿esto qué es?
Like a true bachelor, he should have put these into soak. Hours of scraping to get them clean. Although at this stage I don't think Boccarini's too worried about that.
No, ya a esta altura le da igual. A Boccarini le da igual los platos.
4 glasses. 2 of water, 2 of wine. I've always been a whiskey man, but I know a good wine when I see one. Leftover lasagna, and it looks good. Why is it that 2 out of 3 Italian gangsters are great cooks? I'll never understand what the deal is with them and cooking. The plates and the glasses leave no room for doubt. Boccarini had company for dinner.
A ver si están todos los cuchillos. Pues no, falta uno.
One knife's missing, the biggest one.
Qué casualidad que el más grande. Vamos a ver el tablón. Tendrá que ver algo de con la mutilación.
A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. Dirty plates, glasses, and silver.
Bueno, vamos a salir a ver.
Shut from the inside.
Está cerrada la puerta.
A door in the kitchen, locked from the inside. Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware. A broken whiskey glass.
Bueno. Pues por aquí parece que no hay más pistas. Volvemos sobre nuestros pasos. Y a ver si podemos completar ya todo el tablón.
Holy Christ, what the hell are we up against? His eyes were pulled clean out of their sockets. Whoever did this, it wasn't their first time. And if they committed any other murders like this, it's likely that the police found some of the bodies. I must remember to ask Alice. His teeth were all pulled out before he was killed. The buildup of blood inside his mouth speaks for itself.
Madre mía.
This isn't a cut, it's a tear. His hands were ripped off. Who has that kind of strength?
Le han desgarrado las manos.
Once he got stuck in there, looks like the bottom of a glass. Pity he won't last till Christmas, because he'd almost passed for a tree. There's no doubt the murderer took his time.
Sí, el asesino se tomó su tiempo para cometer los asesinatos. Vamos a ver.
Looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini. The murderer tore Boccherini's hands off.
Con la mutilación, así completamos la mutilación.
Teeth torn out. I guess I'll have to rule out criminal intent or a personal angle. Boccherini's eyes still haven't shown up. What if I look for whatever was used to remove them? What looks like the bottom of a Boccherini's eyes still haven't shown up. What if I look for whatever... Dirty plates, glass... What looks like the bottom of a broken... A broken whiskey glass.
No, pensaba que era con el vaso, pero no.
Glasses and silverware from... What looks like the bottom of a broken...
Bueno, parece que siguen habiendo pistas por resolver. A ver, aquí.
Takes a strong man to tear that out, or several. The lamp, torn off its brackets and blocking the
Lámpara
stairs.
descolgada de la escalera. Puede linchamiento.
The lamp,
Sí,
torn off its brackets,
linchamiento.
Boccherini, already minus hands.
Fue arrastrado por el asesino hasta el vestíbulo, donde usó los enganches de la lámpara para completar su obra macabra. Vaya tío. Vaya tela. Falta encontrar los ojos. ¿O con qué le sacó los ojos? Esto debe de estar por aquí. Pues aquí no parece haber nada. A ver los ojos. Ninguna de estas imágenes son.
A door in the kitchen. Dirty plates, glasses. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room.
Por lo tanto, hay que buscar una nueva pista. Nos falta solamente para completar el tablón. ¿Con qué pude usar para sacar los ojos? Y no fue la primera vez que lo hizo, porque por lo visto está muy bien hecho. Bueno, pues yo creo que ya vamos a salir por aquí. Por aquí fue arrastrado. Esto es. Aquí está el arma. Bueno, el utensilio de los ojos, seguro.
Some kind of sticky liquid.
Seguro que fue esto.
A teaspoon stained with blood.
Efectivamente, con esto le sacó los ojos. Todo una variedad.
The spoon was used to remove Boccherini's eyes. The mutilations
Pobre
of
Boccherini, lo que era
eyes
mafioso.
suggest two possible
Motivo.
motives. Psychopathy or cultist fanaticism. Which is it? Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware from a dinner for two. A door in the kitchen. What looks like the bottom. A broken whiskey glass.
Bueno, nos falta descubrir el motivo por el cual lo mató. Vamos a entrar aquí a ver.
Oh shit. I should have stayed in my diner.
Vaya tela. ¿Habrá algo entre las manos? Tiene pinta de que va a haber algo entre las manos. A ver.
his teeth from the body? Well, at least I know why his teeth were pulled out, more or less.
Madre mía, los dientes.
What is that? Looks like a ritual. What was Boccherini mixed up in?
Pues no sabemos. Pero lo que le han hecho ha sido bestial, ¿eh? A ver, tablón. Si hay algún motivo.
A sick altar of human flesh. Some kind of symbol drawn in blood. Although I don't know the origin of the symbol in the bathroom and the altar of flesh and teeth, I'd say the motive was some kind of occult religion. The big question is, who did it?
O sea, motivo de tipo religioso. Las manos rezando, pues... Vamos a ver quién lo ha hecho, es lo que falta saber. Vamos a seguir por allí. Está muy emocionante el caso.
This car looks too classy for a forger like Boccherini. Are there sufficient reasons to believe that when the murderer attacked Boccherini, there was someone else in the house? The first possibility to be ruled out is that the car belonged to Boccherini. Vermont plates. Someone drove a long way.
Vamos a ver si averiguamos de quién es el coche. Por ahí no puedo pasar. Parece que no era del muerto. Vamos a ver.
Let's take a look in the glove compartment. Bingo. A man's cigarette case. OB. One of the Boccherini clan?
Bueno, a ver si se corresponde con lo del coche.
A car with Vermont plates.
Esta encaja, seguro.
The initials OB on a cigarette case. 1. It has Vermont plates.
Tiene matrícula de Vermont.
2. It's too
Es demasiado lujoso para un rufián de su clase. Por lo tanto, el coche no era suyo. Las iniciales de la petillera no coinciden con las de su nombre. Por lo tanto, el coche no era
The next
suyo.
possibility that needs to be ruled out is that the car was stolen. There should be evidence that there was someone else in the house.
Debemos saber si hay evidencia de que hubo alguien más en la casa. Pues la copa de vino.
Plates, glasses, and silverware.
Efectivamente, la copa de vino de que había 2 de agua y 2 de vino.
Prove that Boccherini ate lasagna with one other person. Was
Había cenado con otra
Boccherini's
persona, no
guest
estaba
still in the
solo.
house when the murderer showed up?
¿Había testigos?
What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini's back. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. It seems clear that Boccherini and his guest were drinking when the murderer took them by surprise. The real question is, what happened to the witness? Did they escape? Did the murderer take them? Or are they still in the house? A door in the kitchen, locked from the inside.
¿Dónde está? Me falta saber dónde está el testigo. ¿Estará en la puerta esa cerrada? Pues no lo sé. A ver, vamos a ir de nuevo a la puerta aquella.
Jammed shut from the inside. Maybe between the two of us when Milton gets back. If I'm not mistaken, this door opens onto the same room as the locked door in the kitchen.
Ahí estará el testigo encerrado. Vamos a completar el tablón.
A door in the corridor jammed shut.
Efectivamente.
One locked door could be a coincidence, but two locked doors which open onto the same room.
Tiene que haber alguien ahí. Tiene que haber alguien ahí.
Completely wrong, where the witness is in that room.
Necesito a Milton
To
para
open one of those doors.
ver quién hay ahí. ¿Quién es el que estaba con Boccherini cuando lo mataron? Claro. Ahí sí viene Milton ya.
Mr. Ness, can you open the door for me?
Venga, Milton, pasa. Ayúdame a darle a la puerta y abrirla.
was open. Why did you ring?
I thought I should use the doorbell so I wouldn't startle you.
I didn't notice there was a doorbell.
Says the man Milton had left in charge of an important investigation. So, what can you tell me to restore my faith in you as a detective?
What is that?
Not a good start. It's a camera, so Alphonse can see all this.
All right. Follow me.
Venga, chicos, vamos a abrir la puerta a ver qué nos
Boccherini
encontramos.
had company for dinner. Someone from Vermont with the initials OB. Someone whose social status was a lot higher, but who was on the same side of the law. He served lasagna, and after clearing away the dishes, they opened a bottle of whiskey in the dining room. That was when the murderer burst in on them, coming through the window which he broke with his own body weight. Boccherini, or maybe his guest, pulled a gun, but it was a waste of time. The murderer was so fast he was disarmed before he could fire. He focused his attention on Boccherini, totally ignoring the guest, and lifted him up into the air. He then threw him against the dining room table so hard that one of the glasses of whiskey was embedded in Boccherini's back. He span around, clawing at the table, and immediately afterwards the murderer ripped off his hands. I have no idea how he did it, but all the evidence suggests he just pulled. Blood sprayed everywhere. The wristwatch fell to the ground. He dragged him through the corridor into the hall. He tore down the lamp, hung him from the brackets, and stabbed steel rods through his body. He skewered him on the iron bars, possibly taken from the fence outside, and pulled out his teeth one by one. Then he pulled his teeth out one by one as he died. Finally, he scooped out his eyes with a teaspoon. Boccherini must have been dead when the murderer went to the bathroom with his hands in his teeth. There, he arranged them to make an altar, weaving the fingers together and placing the teeth inside. Next, he painted something on the wall in blood, a symbol which I don't recognize, but which could have some kind of ritualistic significance. When he'd finished his artwork, he left. I don't know what he did with the eyes.
Impresionante, la verdad.
Someone did all this armed with a teaspoon?
More or less.
And you worked all this out on your own, just by looking?
More or less.
I don't know which of the two of you scares me more.
La verdad que el tío es bueno, ¿eh?
Wait a second. What about the guest?
Right. Come with me.
El tío es bueno, buen detective. Y ahora vamos a ver qué hay detrás de la puerta. A ver si hay un testigo ahí o no. Nada, qué
Turns
pena.
out Mr. Untouchable isn't infallible, but you were close. Congratulations.
This must be Boccherini's office. Let's take a quick look around.
All yours.
Jesus. There's at least $1 million here.
Dinero, cómo no.
Boccherini's?
I'd be surprised. Probably his guests, and I doubt it was to pay Boccherini for his services. None of his forgeries are worth that much. Carlo, I have the goods for OB, but I have to take the children to school tomorrow and I can't make the meetup. Friday, same time, same place. It's signed NI.
These initials are getting to be a pain in the ass, right?
I have to take the kids to school tomorrow. I don't think this is some loving divorced daddy, Milton.
I take back what I just said.
The driver's license of one John Martinson and Osmond Burke. OB.
Do we know him?
The eldest son of the richest family in Vermont. Convicted rapist. He was arrested thanks to the testimony of his father, who wound up disinheriting him. He escaped from prison last week. He broke into the family home and slit the throats of all his relatives one by one, opened the safe, and got away with a fortune.
They don't make jails like they used to. All starting to add up, isn't it?
Ah! Out of my way! Out! Out! Out!
¿Dónde va el loco este? Esquiva, esquiva, esquiva.
Milton! Milton!
You're doing fine on your own, Mr. Ness. I believe in you.
Hostia, que no le he dado bien. Bueno, vamos a intentarlo otra vez. Estaba leyendo las letras. Vamos a esquivar los golpes de este. Todo va cuadrando. ¿Qué quiere el loco este?
Milton! Milton!
You're doing fine on your own, Mr. Ness. I believe in you.
God! Get out!
Y el Milton mirando, ¿eh? Es lo que vaya tela, ¿eh? ¿Quién será este? ¿Será el cliente?
He's coming back!
Who's coming back?
Him! The monster!
The guy who killed Boccherini?
He was a monster! Oh, get your hands off me, Negro!
What was he like? Describe him for me.
He was a monster. Red and black. I mean, his head reached the ceiling. He tore off his hands with his claws! It was a monster! A monster!
Should I hit him again?
You're Osmond Burke, right?
Yes.
Good. Now pay attention, Burke, because I have a question for you. Who is John Martinson?
I am.
Boccherini created a new identity for you. And I'll bet that under those bandages, there's a new face, fresh from surgery. Who is this money for?
Nikolai Ivankov.
Rings a bell.
One of Capone's right-hand men 20 years ago. What does this stuff about kids mean?
I don't know.
Calm down, Burke. You were going to meet up with him, right?
Yes, at the docks, berth 42, right next to where the Alligator 3 is moored.
So what's the meetup time?
Tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? No, it's going to be tonight. Don't get too comfortable. We'll be there in no time. There are certain types of people I don't allow in my diner. But today, I have no choice but to make an exception.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Ness. I have to take him to Alphonse.
Out of the question. I know his temper. He'll beat him to a pulp.
Listen, if the missing girl was your granddaughter, you wouldn't forgive me if I didn't let you see the only suspect who could lead us to her.
Es cierto, hombre, déjaselo. Perfecto. Bueno, pues la historia se van uniendo cabos. Ya vamos. Está súper emocionante. La verdad que la historia me está gustando mucho. Un poco sangriento pero muy entretenida. Y vamos a dejarlo aquí para el siguiente vídeo. Un like si os gustó y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Chao.